Alright, day 2. We're at the 224 Spear, in Elmhurst, New Jersey. About 2 o'clock. Boys ripped through this thing like nobody's business. We had to close down at 6 because of the, last night because of the township ordinance. No banging nails at 6 o'clock, so we had to take care of that. Got up nice, bright, and early, and let me show you what we did so far. We got the top side of the roof, the front and the back done. We had a slight situation. I'll show you what we're talking about. This house, I think I went into it a little bit the other day, but this house had some Yankee gutters. This flat section right here, that flat section right here, used to have metal in here that used to collect the water, and the roof used to continue. And then these gutters were put on afterwards. Somebody must have sealed this up at some point, but did a very poor job at it. What we ended up having to do, if you recall, outside of this thing was shredded. I didn't have my camera earlier, I could have showed you. Was open that all up, and what was happening was the wood that was holding this side of the porch up was pretty much shot, and we had to come in, stir up the rafters, extend them, and tie into the old wood, and then cap everything here with some fresh plywood. So we have a good substrate to put our roof on. But let me tell you, the condition it was in, if we had any snow hanging out over there this winter, I think half this porch would have just came down. What else are we working on? Working on getting the wool flashing in, and we're going to base this in, and hopefully she'll be all shingled up. And I'm going to stop right now. We're going to check out the back. All nice and smooth, gorgeous. We'll check out the back of the house now. Let's see what's going on. As you can see here, all this fascia and soffit had to come off so that we can fix up all that. That work is gorgeous. We were able to salvage the metal there. Didn't have to cost the homeowner an arm and a leg to take care of it. And we're doing a great job. We're rocking and rolling. We got the garage stripped, and most of that's shingled. We're just putting on the ridge cap. We're going to fix the gutters back there. We got this top of the roof over here, and let's take a look and see what the back part of the house looks like. All right. Garbage guy? Garbage guy. Number one. Keep it clean. Keep the nails out of the driveway. Clean place is a happy place. All right. Here comes the shingles. All right, there you go. $30 out the window. Done. Next. Great. We're gonna have to find somebody with a green roof now. That's great. Unbelievable. All right, what are you gonna do? I could use it for starter, I guess. So here we are in the garage. Ralph sees that drop. Forget about it. Garage is solid. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm going to fix up these gutters. Why is this not finished? You know why this is not finished? What we're going to do here is we're going to slice open on either side a nice strip that continues from almost the beginning of the roof to the end of the roof. And then we're going to put what's called a ridge vent. There's no ventilation on this garage. What the ridge vent is basically, we use the Cobra ridge vent, and what the ridge vent is basically, we take the material, put it over that, that'll cover us up, keep debris out, keep out bugs, etc., and then we'll put our capping over that, and this way the roof will be able to breathe properly and keep the wood in good condition, which is a big key. A lot of people miss that when it comes to roofing. You really got to pay attention to the ventilation. In that area we have static vents where the ridge vent won't work. Here's the back half of the roof there, looking really nice. We're cleaning that up, and can I get a shot of the chimney? A little bit That's where all the leaking was. Let's try to hop up there and see what we got going on. All right. Up on the top there, this is Edan, and we were talking about the ridge vent, and we're going to show you what it's all about. This is how we're going to get the ridge vent started, and maybe we'll come back and check out how it gets finished. Step number one, keep the cord out of the way because we don't want to cut another extension cord. No, I'm joking. Don't try that at home. You only make it look easy. Here goes back the other way. Again, keep in mind this house was built in 1909, so we got thick like 5 3/4 inch planks on here. Fans fail. You need them sometimes, but I try to avoid it. I like the ridge vent, much more passive system. A little bit more even as opposed to heating and cooling one spot. You get here all through the rafters, and it's great for, especially if you have vaulted ceilings in the house. And the sheetrock's covering it, it's stuffed with insulation. You put a fan on the roof, it's not going to do anything for you. At a guy's house, we just replaced 60 sheets of plywood because all he had was one fan in the middle of a vaulted ceiling. It was all sheetrocked and tied up. It was just cooling one section of the house. Or just didn't work. So, it's also a much greener solution because there's no electricity being used. We're using a sealer ridge, and we got the Cobra ridge vent. And then maybe I'll put my foot down somewhere so that I can help this guy out instead of just holding the camera. Isn't that great? Ridge vent. No moving parts. Unbelievable. That's right, compressors are for wimps. Rack them and stack them. And then cap them. We're going to finish capping this section. I also like it because it kind of gives a little bit of dimension to the capping. Raises it off the roof a little bit. And it does the job. Very nice, very nice. And that's how we blow off some steam. The ridge vent. Squares in less than 2 days. And yes, it's fast, but we don't forget about the finishing touches. Let me just show you what a lot of people miss. They're rushing to get paid and get off the job. Not good. And this is where most of the leaks happen. Everywhere you have exposed nails, you gotta caulk. We're gonna caulk all these holes over here that we did for the drip edge that we reused. All of our cap shingles. Even though there wasn't a need for this, we still caulked around here so that the watershed's nice, doesn't compromise the shingle. And here we go. And now we're blowing off the roof. Here's our garage, all finished. Just gotta blow it off, clean it up. Yeah, Don, way to go. I'm gonna try and fix that gutter. Maybe end up getting somebody to spring for the new gutter. Let's see what happens there. We'll bring that up to the customer. So all that's really left right now, since we did a lot of the structural work on the porch, which is on the front of the house there, basically dry that in and shingle it up. And I think with the amount of guys we have and the amount of tools we have, boom, we'll be out of here probably by 5, 6 o'clock again. The roof. That's the man. Did the chimney. Done most of the work up there. We got our ridge vent. Got our new pipe flanges. Now we solved the issues here. Check out how we walk that valley. Gorgeous. We bring up the shingle under, cross the shingle over, cut it. Basically the steeper part. All the water comes down, flushes up this way, goes up the shingle, which is, up that way, and then boom, water comes down. And there was the chimney. We did metal flashing under there. That's just basically cosmetic. Chopped out some of that rotten stucco and basically regulated it right into the stucco, caulked it, and that should keep us watertight. Flashing and counter flashing. Gorgeous. And then there, we did all new wall flashing. Took care of that valley leak. Wall flashing leak, rather. And we're pretty much done. Just take a few extra minutes of prep work and you'll be rewarded with a nice dry roof, dry home, and no callbacks. Basically, took out the siding. Again, we're up at the front porch and we're getting under all this flashing here. As you can see, we're going to reseal it, replace any pieces that we need, get it nice and clean, get all the stuff out from under it, and really bud that right up against the wall. So when any rain comes down that wall, it won't slide down into the sheathing, won't be dripping on the porch, you won't go into the windows. You know, we need to shred the water. As Ralph always says, a roof is not a waterproofing system, but a water shedding system. And you gotta shed the goods. So, there we go. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Nice and clean. Get under there with our ice, with our felt. Get our shingle under there. Water comes down, drips over the flashing. Boom. And there you go.